Hey guys, it's Cody with Taking 20 and welcome back to my Roll20 Master Series. So today's video is going to be a little bit different because we're not going to be talking about specifically Roll20, but rather an online tool that I'm going to use to accompany my games in Roll20. So a lot of you may have seen recently that Roll20 has just lost its access to the SoundCloud API. So you can no longer actually have SoundCloud built into your Roll20 games. But I'm going to show you an amazing workaround that frankly works a lot better than the way that it used to being built into Roll20, where you can actually use SoundCloud, YouTube, and all kinds of things for your games. So I hope you're ready. Let's get started. Okay guys, so the website that I'm showing you here is a fantastic tool called WatchTogether.com. What this does is it allows you to create these rooms completely for free that lets you and anybody else that joins this room kind of play music and play from SoundCloud and play YouTube videos, and it all syncs up and streams at the exact same time. So when you get here, the first thing you'll want to do is go ahead and create an account, because that will let you actually save these rooms, if you will, that your players can join into to accompany your Roll20 game. As you can see here, I've already started creating my Master Roll20 room just a few days ago, and this will be exactly what my players jump into whenever we're playing, so that they can hear all the music that I'm streaming inside their game. So when you get here, go ahead and hit this little yellow button up here that says create a room. Okay, so when you join in here, you'll notice right away that you have this nice YouTube video player here that everybody can see. On the side over here, you actually will have all the different people that have joined into your room. Down here, you will actually have your playlists where you can go in and create different playlists, and I'm going to show you guys how that works here in just a minute. And then you have some different websites and different places that you can actually stream these videos to. The first and default is YouTube, but you'll notice over here we have this handy dandy SoundCloud option. So let's go ahead and click on that. And you can see that we have all these cool SoundCloud tracks, if you will. And then there's a nice little place here that you can literally just place a URL in and it will immediately pull up. Up here, we have this temporary room, and I'll show you how to change that to a permanent one here in just a little bit. We have an invite button, and then here is our settings. So what I want you to do is go ahead and click this settings, because I don't really like the way this kind of, it's not a lot of room here when I need to search. So go ahead and click the settings button, and then down here, you can see I can save this room. So that's how we're going to change this from a temporary to a more permanent room. So I'm going to just type in perm room and hit save. And now that this is a permanent room and it just says owned by Taking 20, I can go down here to this little sticky player, and I personally like to uncheck this button. What that does is that lets me scroll past this video clip, so I feel like I can get a lot more search options done this way. I can see a lot more, a little bit easier here. And this little search field does have search capabilities put in. You don't have to just put in a URL for your video. You can actually, try not to laugh. Whoops. Yeah, try not to laugh. Okay, we can search that, and it will actually search YouTube for try not to laugh videos. I have a ton of fun with my younger brother watching Try Not to Laugh videos online with him. So there's a lot you can do with Watch Together. I'm really, really liking this tool. But let's go back over here to the settings here, and I want to describe one more button. If you check this Enable Moderation button, this will only allow people that have access to moderate the room to change or pause whatever is playing in the player. Now that's only slightly important for you to know if you have players that are like to horse around during your games. They could easily load in their own YouTube videos or their own playlists or their own songs, or they could pause it or they could play a bunch of Harambe videos while you're in the middle of a combat scene. So if you have players like that, go ahead and check that enable moderation button. If you're not worried about that, then just uncheck it, and then anybody that joins into this room can in turn load their own URLs or own buttons or own videos into there for people to all listen to inside the room. Okay, so let's go back over here to this SoundCloud button, and let's load up a couple of songs here. Now, I'm going to do my very best not to actually play the audio from these songs because for whatever copyright reasons or anything, we're not going to get into that. Just trust me, it'll stream, it'll actually stream these songs from SoundCloud and YouTube and Twitch and more. So let's just go ahead and take this one, Splash. All right, perfect. Okay, and then once you click on this button, it will actually load in immediately to this kind of SoundCloud thing up here. And then it will start to play. You'll actually need to pause it down here in the player because it'll have kind of this pause play button up here. Use the one down here for the overall player to actually pause that. So that is as simple as we can as far as loading a song into the player. Okay, so now that we know how to load a song into the player, let's figure out how to create a playlist so that we don't have to manage every single song one by one as the night goes on. To create a playlist, all you'll need to do is come down here to this little cogwheel, and if you highlight over it, it'll actually say Manage Playlists. So go ahead and click that, and then come up here and type in something that you want to name your new playlist. We'll just start with Combat. Press this little button here that says New Playlist, and you'll see that it has created a playlist here. Okay. So let's go down here to Combat, and this is our Combat playlist. Now, once we find a song that we want to add to this playlist, all you need to do is go over here and just hit this simple button that says Add to Playlist, and it will add to this playlist that you have default selected on. So if I was on this playlist and I hit it, it would have jumped into this one, and then obviously it's on Combat. So just so you know, it's not an extra click to choose which playlist you can add it to. If you don't want it on this playlist, just simply hit this delete button and you're good to go. Okay, now one of the features about Watch Together is that it doesn't have the same capabilities that Roll20 had when it came to looping your videos. Now, they may add that in the future, but at the time of this video, that's not really part of its capabilities. So if you want to get a workaround for this, you can simply just add it back into the playlist over and over and over and over again if you want. That's a simple workaround that you could create tons of these playlists for each individual song. Or you could just have a combat list that has 5 or 6 different songs into it that may go 15, 20 minutes, and then it'll kind of just run through your playlist as you're going through combat. And finally, the great thing that I really, really like about Watch Together is that you can mix your SoundCloud playlist with your YouTube playlist. So let's say I wanted the audio from these 2 songs to play, and then I wanted to go to this YouTube song, and then I wanted to go back and play this other SoundCloud and add that in. And as I go and play through this list, it will literally just play through the entire thing. I can shuffle it, and it'll go back and forth between YouTube and Mixcloud and SoundCloud, so you guys have a really ton of great options. And finally, if you don't like the search feature here, you can also add in music directly from a URL. So if we go to SoundCloud and actually hunt down each of these individual songs, all you need to do is come up here and select a URL, go back over to Watch Together, go down here to, we're in SoundCloud, paste it in, hit search, and boom, right there, it will pull up this song as well to add into your playlist. Just like that. Very easy. And this is a great tool, guys. I like the searchability of this thing significantly better than the way it was originally built into Roll20. Also, just the ability to use YouTube playlists for all the people that have created these amazing YouTube combat D&D ambience soundtracks. That is such a step up from just what was built in with SoundCloud to Roll20. And honestly, if I could be completely frank with you guys, I think it's incredibly funny that SoundCloud didn't want Roll20 to use its API because of the way it was being used, and now we have an even better way to do that with. So I think it's funny. I think it's a great workaround. All you need to do is just create a room, have your players join the room, and then come over here, hit this play button. Everybody will hear the exact same music at the exact same time. You can easily pause it. It has a better playlist feature, in my opinion, and just keep it in the background. If this is your first time here and you love role-playing games as much as I do, I'd love to have you subscribe. I'll be putting out new videos every week on a range of topics like player tips, DM tips, tutorials, and more. So if you'd like to see more content like that, just hit that subscribe button down below and come join us. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Cody, and may your games be filled with awesome memories and even better friends. I'll catch you guys next time. 1, 2, 3. You gotta say it.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.
Okay, buddy. All right, kiddo. I love you.